Howdy folks, this is Al. Check out my entities. That's right, over 7,000 when I was finally able to take a screenshot. Some weird glitch from a skeleton spawner that I moved into my base and some witch water from Nihilo left me with over 11,000 wither skeletons appearing every time I logged out for more than a few seconds. Even a few seconds gave me over 1,000. No idea how this happened, but I was even unable to record it in the beginning because there was so much lag. But we've got to figure out how it happened, but MrHilamma changed the configs so that wither skeletons never spawn in the overworld, even from a powered spawner. So, I guess it fixes it. Here we go. What happened is I put in... Oh, I'm still laggy. Let's see if we can do something about this. There we go, get a little further away. But I put in a witch spawner so that I could have... Where did they fall? Are they in my stuff? Are they in my... Okay, the arrows are disappearing. I'm hoping they're not in there. In here. They haven't fallen anywhere other than where they were supposed to fall. Hey, there's one right there. Hey guys. Just keep falling. Keep falling. Don't need you here. Don't have anything for you. Just keep going. Where's my pick? Doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop. A-doop-a-doop. A-doop-a-doop. Alright. I don't want to get in there if it means... Oh, so much lag still. What? There you go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, gotta fill this up too so they don't fall in here again. Oh, regular stone. Don't want to use that. Block of iron. Don't want to use that. Sandstone. Why not? Replace the chicken. Oh, so much stuff going on. Alright, so here we go. Close that off. And then we'll go take a look at where they fell. I want to see what they dropped. Did they catch anything that they dropped? Some stuff perhaps. Some andesite and sand. How wonderful. Not much stuff though. Okay, so we're going to go up here. I'll show you what's going on. The problem. Oops, I forgot I sealed this off. I had to seal that side off. They kept falling in. The problem. Over the fence. There we go. As they appear in there and fall. And they were just filling up the whole thing. There's no spawner, so you know it's not a spawn issue per se. But I put 2 spawners in there. Let's go take a look. Over, and what we have, I had gotten 2 spawners. Now these were not EnderIO spawners when I picked them up. One was where's the skeleton? One was a skeleton, and one was a witch. It's a witch! But these were regular spawners that we brought in using the block shifter. Brought those in. Awesome. Neat. I don't know why I have 2 witch spawners now. I only had 1. Now I got 2. I don't know. But when you break them, they become a broken spawner, and then you can basically make them a powered spawner and do what you want to do with them. But every time... But I did that. Okay, and so I had the witch going for a long time. Everything was happy. Then I put the witch was just where those white blocks, the second set, I guess. But basically, they would fall down this way, drop on the things, and die. So it was all good. And then I put in a skeleton spawner right beside it. Still all good, and I wanted wither skulls, so I put in some witch water. Witch water flows across it. I've got wither skeletons everywhere. It was awesome. So I killed what I needed, and I put a bunch of torches in there because I didn't have a lighting system set up, and I just thought, well, I'll just leave it like that. You sneaking up? Somebody sneaking up on me? Okay. So I'll leave it like that, and everything will be happy, but it wasn't. I logged out, and when I logged back in, this room was full of wither skeletons. Yeah. So I broke the spawner and took it out, and it became that EnderIO broken spawner. Okay, rock and roll. Did it again. Logged out, logged back in, full. What? Broke the witch spawner, Or no, I filled it with torches to make sure everything's still doing it. So I filled it with sand, still doing it. I'd log out, I'd come back in, and the thing was full of suffocating wither skeletons. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there. I went ahead and took the other spawner out, and yeah, it's still there. I mean, they still show up. So let me show you something. Let me just show you something. I'm going to log out, and then I'll log back in, and we'll see what we need to do there. Alright, so we're back, and this is literally, I logged out, I logged right back in. There's like a second that I missed, perhaps. Pop in the server, and just watch. And literally, I was off maybe 5 seconds. I'll give you 6, 5, 6 seconds. I'll give you 6. Feel like stuff falling. Yeah. Okay, so now it's just arrows, so that's kind of cool. So maybe it's more arrows. That's a lot of arrows, man. I don't know. Terrible, terrible, terrible things that are going on today. So, oops, bumped into something, fell through something. So yeah, so we'll see if we're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna maybe put some spikes in there, see what I can do as far as getting some drops. But crazy cakes, and still laggy. Wow. Yeah, and they should all. This was deep enough. I think it was like 25 to 30 somewhere before it hit the bottom. So we'll see. All right. So my thought, and an earlier suggestion as well from Happy Bandit, was I would take spikes and put them in there, because the thing about iron spikes, being that it's extra utilities and they're awesome, they do damage, kill the creature. They do not destroy items, and they will allow the mobs to drop rare items, but not XP. And I gotta tell you, I'm flush with XP, man. I've got, I don't know, 150 levels plus what I'm carrying around. The problem is a block of iron, 3 more iron, and I need at least 8 of these. So we're gonna have to double all this. Alright, so you're looking at 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, and then each sword needs a blade, which is 1, I think, maybe 2. I'm hoping it's 1, because the iron wide guard is 1, so that's 2. Alright, so that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18. And then we have to double it. So 36 iron ingots. And I gotta tell you, I got 10. Alright, I'm not, I may have a little more. There's some right there. I got 17. I'm not flush with iron ingots, man. I'm not flush with iron at all. But at the same time, dudes have already dropped me 29, and I've used a couple. There's another one right there. So I've got an even 30 wither skeleton skulls. So yeah, I'm pretty good on stuff. I don't think I need to really worry about it. So I'm thinking about it. Maybe when I get some extra iron, but really I got nothing. Now what? I do have molten steel. Now why would you have molten steel, you ask? Well, in the quest book, and we do love our HQM, in the quest book is, I haven't opened it up obviously, all the way down please, because I can, which is the crazy stuff. John Henry Railcraft. I did all the wooden ones, that was cool. Bumped up to the steel, the iron, and this better be the last one. If there's another thing down here, llamas, you're crazy. You're crazy. So I made all these. It wasn't easy, but you know, you do it. You get what you got doing. And then disposal track. Huh? Well, what's a disposal track? I don't know. I don't care. But let's look it up. Oh, sure. Oops. Disposal. There we go. So what's the recipe on that? Looks pretty simple. It just lets you know standard rails are pretty standard rails. You can get those pretty easy. Wooden ties, not hard at all. 2 wooden ties, no big deal. Steel plate in the middle. Huh. Well, how do we make that? Rolling machine, which I've got. 4 steel ingots. How do you get a steel ingot? That's a good question. You either go and make a giant or an additional multi-block structure like you've got. Yeah, I've got 2 coke ovens. It's that size. The blast furnace. You make a blast furnace, and a blast furnace, let me tell you, Again, we're not talking about, this is almost all nether stuff from, ooh, is it here? Yes, here. Blast furnace bricks. Now, this is 3 by 4 by 3. So you need 27? No, 26. So you get 4 each. What? Soul sand I can make. Nether brick? I could get around to it eventually. Magma cream. Oh, also a pain in the butt. I could make all this. I'm not going to the nether, let me tell you. But I've got to make all of these, and I need, like I said, 26 of these. So we're talking 6 stacks of all the, or 6 of these. 6 of all this stuff. So 6 magma cream, 24 nether brick, 24 soul sand. Ugh. I don't know about infernal bricks. I don't know how you get those. You put slabs together. I hate it when they do stupid recipes. Rock crusher. If you crush some stairs, I'll give you a block. You're not helping me. So anyway, another giant multi-block structure, and then I got to get it moving on, and then I have to have 2 different types to get steel, or you find chainmail drops. Chainmail drops. That seemed to be a better idea. You take chainmail drops, which I had a pair of boots. Now, if it was gold boots and I stuck it in here, it would give me 4 gold ingots. I stuck a pair of chainmail boots in here. It took forever to smelt them, and it gave me 1. You know what? Railcraft. 4 is what I need to make my final, the final disposal track, and I've moved at least to the, probably there's another one here because jerks. Can't finish that. It's too bad. So sad. But what I have done, which is cool, is I've gotten plenty of hearts. This, and this. This is the hardest. Gold ingots. Yeah. So, how are you going to make gold? How are you going to find gold? Because there's not, I mean, granted, you can go mine stuff, but I don't want to be mining anything. I'm going to mine stuff. That's for, I don't know. So what creatures drop gold? I asked my kids this. Big Minecraft players. They couldn't figure it out. Pigmen, of course. Zombie pigmen. That's where you make your gold farms. Again, I'm not going to the nether unless I absolutely have to. And that better mean I am full up on all hearts, armor, and everything. You know, resistant or immune to fire, the whole work. So, instead, what I'm going to do is take a powered spawner and link it with a broken spawner, which will give you a spawner that you can control. You can put power to it and tell it to turn on and off instead of having to put torches around it. It's fully automated. You stick it in a room, it drops 4 mobs at a time for the most part. You can upgrade that. At least I think it drops 4 mobs. It might drop only 1, but I saw a video and it was 4. Perfect, but you have to have a skeleton, a skeleton, you have to have a zombie pigman spawner. Well, that ain't gonna work. Again, I'm not going to the nether. Now, I can take this spawner, I can take any of these spawners, and I can put in a soul jar, or soul vial, with any creature. And I put it in the anvil, and it will give you a new spawner. So this witch spawner can become a zombie pigman spawner, but that means I have to go to the nether. Again, I'm not going to the nether. It ain't happening. It's not happening. I am not going. That place is scary, and I can't fly, and I don't want to go there. But what you can do is take a pig, make it a pig spawner, put a pig in a vial, put the vial in with the spawner in an anvil. It makes it a pig spawner. Alright. Yeah, where are you going? What do you mean pigs? And then pigs, when they pass through witch water, which is a component, you actually see some floating here because of a glitch, but is part of Ex Nihilo. But if you put a pig and he walks through witch water, which I got some in there, he becomes a zombie pigman. So at that point, I turn that spawn room into a zombie pigman farm, and all the gold nuggets a man could want. You also keep the skeletons going because they wear gold armor and they'll drop gold armor every once in a while, and they'll take care of that for you. But hopefully that will solve my gold problems, which is really a huge step. Now, what I need to do now is, let me look around. I feel like, you ever see Finding Nemo? Maybe I've said this already, but I always feel like Marlin when he first leaves the anemone. He leaves the anemone and he steps out and we go back in. We go out and we come back in. And we go out, look around, one more time, go back in. Yeah, that's what I do. Every time I leave my house, I'm looking around for rocks and the little manticores or whatever it may be. Oh, look. So, yeah. But this ain't pretty. And it's not epic by any stretch of the imagination. It's about meh. I think it's about meh. So the first thing I need to do is to decide where I want to live. Now I'm going to go back to spawn, and I'm going to build a Galacticraft base there so that people can get to the moon, but I'm not going to live in the base. Great Wolf and I are going to build a village together. And I have found in my travels the perfect village, because one of the things that happens in this, it was a tiny little village, it ain't nothing. This village, though, is beautiful, and it is waiting for us to just rebuild the whole thing. So I'm going to make that my home eventually. I'm going to keep this. It's going to be a rail depot for sure. I'm going to have a rail line that goes from here to spawn, and then I'm going to connect anybody that wants to be connected to it. But I'm going to go, not tiny village, big village, 1,700 blocks. I go 1,700 blocks that way and build that village. Yeah, we should go look at it. You want to go look at it? Let me show it to you. I'll go show it. Let's go. Let me grab, make sure I got food, I got supplies, got everything I need. Got my bow, got my crossbow, because I'm trying them both out. You guys are going to try. The longbow's awesome. And the crossbow's awesome. I haven't even upgraded these, and they're still awesome. Alright, so let's get the high point, highest spot we can reach in this area. And we're going to start flying, man. Let me climb up here. That's what this tree is for. I'm going to make it even bigger. And yeah, we're ready to go. So yeah, if you ever thought you didn't know why you needed a hang glider, this is why you need a hang glider. Alright, I'll catch up with you when we get there.